Hi there, we're going to explore the integration between Gato AI Translations with advanced custom fields. So here I have advanced custom fields, and I have already created this field group for pages, and I have a bunch of fields of different types, and we're going to see. So Gato AI Translations will add here this input called Gato Translate with all the options that you can do with this field. So in this case, this is a text field, and we can do two things. We can copy or we can translate. By default, when you add this field, will be on translate. So here we have another one. This is a text field, and we can translate. And then this URL is of type URL. This one we don't want to translate it, so by default you can only copy this. Then images. All of entities, if the entity can be translated, like in this case the media item, if you have configured Polylang to translate media, then you can also translate this media entity. So when you choose the image in the origin language, say in English, and then you have it translated to Spanish, the translation will translate the ID of the image from English to Spanish. So same for all the other entities. In this case, for posts, you can have the post linked to in English, and then when you translate it, it will take the translation, the ID to the target language, Spanish or French or whatever. So here we are. So we can translate it, or we can say just copy this. Same for categories. There we are. We can translate the category to the corresponding language, and same for tags. So here in this case, we can translate the tag. Here we have a user, and user there's nothing to translate, so we can see Gato Translate. It only gives us the option to copy. And then finally, with ACF, you can create groups with subfields, and then the same idea applies. So here we have different fields inside the group, and each of them you can configure how it will be treated. So in this case, this text will be translated, and this email field we cannot translate it, so we just copy this, and a post object can be translated, or in this case let's just say copy, just to have a difference. Okay, there we are. So now let's create a page. We have nothing, and we will add all of the different fields here. So this works automatically just by having the advanced custom field configuration and the integration enabled. Then once you translate this page, all of the custom fields will also be translated. So let's do that. So add title here, some page with some content. I'm not very creative with all of this text, I'm sorry about that. So, and some label. Here a description. Let's say this is my plugin, gatoplugins.com. So here we select this image with Queen. We can see the text is in English here, and then we will see the translation will be translated to the corresponding language. Post objects, we select this post. Categories also, I select this and this. Tags, I select this and this. User, any of them, it doesn't really matter. And then here we have some description, a description inside the group. Email, you can write to me if you want, and then the post object that we will just copy as is. Okay, and we can save this as a draft. Okay, so now what I will do is I will do the translation manually. So here we have the page that we had just created, and we do Gato Translate. So in this website, I have two languages configured, French and Spanish. So here we are. Alguna página, quelque page. So this one is in Spanish and this one is in French. Let's see both of them. We can see there's a translation here, and also here there's a translation. And so this is what I was saying. Here we have the translation also for the custom fields. This has been translated to Spanish, this one too. This is the URL, which is just copied straight as it is. This is an image, and the original was in English, and we can see that this one is in Spanish. This one, all the text is in Spanish, and this image is the one in Spanish. Post object, I have selected the one in English, and here the translation took the one in Spanish. The categories, as you can see, also they have been translated. Same with the tags. The user is the same one. And here we have, okay, so the description, this one has been translated, this one has been copied, and this hello world, it does not appear here. The ID has been copied, but then Polylang will select the the post for the current language, and because the current language is Spanish in this case, and there's no hello world in Spanish, then it doesn't pick it up, so then it shows nothing, but it has been copied on the database. So you also need to be careful that when you copy an entity as is, it should be for a CPT, for instance, that is not translatable. So if you have one custom post type called my projects that is translatable, you should translate the reference. If you have one that is called my portfolio that is not translatable, then you set it as copy, and then that same ID for will be useful for all the languages in your site. All right, so this is it. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Thank you.